Namaste. I see the divine in you as you see the divine in me. Namaste. And isn't this always the most beautiful way to learn to greet each other? As I see the divine in you and you see the divine in me, we learn to understand that we're learning to walk a higher path of love consciousness. And now, because of the 2020 alignments having been made, and this happened during March 2020, we can look forward to greater revelations coming through, just like what was promised a very long time ago. So please understand that I am the channel of divine love, and I was sent to this planet to help the people to recognize the pathway of divine love. Now, I was assigned to do this task by Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great, and also the great Chiron, who is the divine judge of all the universes. And as a divine judge, he will not bring judgment to anyone, but he's there placed by the galactic federations to uphold all the cosmic laws of divine love, to make sure that we can have a beautiful time in the future, so that no more destruction can come to us, and that we can learn to live in peace together as a collective. So my task is to step out of the way and to allow you to hear divine knowledge coming through. Please know that it is not my divine knowledge that comes through, well, as a human, because as a human I cannot bring such wisdom through. However, I have a gift, and that gift is the Universal Love Channel, and that Universal Love Channel can bring through very, very great gifts, which Jesus called the great treasures of the heart, and also the great teachings from the great divine truths come through, and that is my gift to the people. So please understand that I, as a channel, am asked to step out of the way to allow all to become revealed. So before I close my eyes, I'm going to read the forgiveness statement out, and at the divine activations of Chiron, you will too receive the forgiveness codes. So when you do your forgiveness each day, or when you state the forgiveness statement, then you can forgive all for yourself, and also for your families, and also for mankind, because they are eternal forgiveness codes. Chiron, I bring you now into my spaces of love and healing. I ask for your presence and for your love to be with me at this time. I forgive all that has caused my pain to happen. I release it now. I allow the angels to take it away for me. I bring in the love and the peace, and I desire to understand more joy and self-love. I surround myself with the highest loving divine beings who are here to take care of me. I let go of all fear within me. I release it. I trust that all things are perfect as they are. I am ready to love myself and all of life more. Thank you, Chiron. Thank you, great divine love. And thank you very much for watching these beautiful teachings. Namaste. I see the divine in you as you see the divine in me. Greetings, dear brothers and sisters, dear sons and daughters in the light. I am Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great. Happy are those who have been staying awake to see this time of my return with my word. Happy are those who seek the knowledge of divine truth and of love to help them become part of the new creation, to learn the path of life, so that they may gain the great treasures of the heart. For these treasures are everlasting truths. Happy are those who stay in the love and who are in the forgiveness for all that happens in their life. Come, all those who seek to understand everlasting knowledge, so that they can receive wisdom from above to guide them to life eternally, so that they may become free. These were the words the listeners of Jesus heard 2,000 years ago. Were you among those who heard Jesus speak those very words? Were you sitting with him when he said, "Come, little ones, learn truth. For when you understand the truth, you will find eternal freedom. For the Great Father Emmanuel only gives freedom. He does not desire you to suffer. He desires you to come into eternal freedom." The listeners listened earnestly. They desired to learn the way of truth. So they asked Jesus, "Please, Jesus, allow us to hear the Great Father Emmanuel speak with you about freedom." What does freedom mean? So Jesus lifted up his head and he asked quietly, "Great Father Emmanuel, please speak about freedom." And these were the words his listeners heard. Freedom is the path of eternal love. And you can only find that freedom when you desire to find the path of love. For you were not sent to the earth by me as the Great Father Emmanuel, for I created you in freedom to experience freedom without suffering, without thoughts of pain or death. For that is not freedom, is it? You were the perfect creation that understood perfection with flows of love. That is freedom. And that is why I sent Jesus to your planet as my Lord to allow you to return to freedom. For that is what I desire, is to bring you into realms of eternal freedom. That is the love I have for you as a people. The listeners of Jesus quietly meditated on this thought. They began to understand that they were not purposed to be in suffering. And they asked Jesus, please, Jesus, speak then with the Great Father Emmanuel. If we were not purposed to suffer, like many say, then why are we in suffering? And Jesus lifted his head up and asked, my divine self, the Great Father, to speak. And I stated the following through my channel, Jesus. Know that in all universes of love, I created only divine love for all to taste what is good. And when all lived in divine love, I stated, look, all of creation is good, for all observe the thoughts of love. And there is not one among creation who does not know anything else but love. And all was in the love. And then a great rebellion rose up, who desired to explore other ways. And they challenged my great authority. Great Father Emmanuel, we believe we know it better. Great war came. And I, as a Great Father Emmanuel, cannot have war in perfect creation. For I am perfect. And I do not desire to have anything else but love in my creation. And because all of creation began to suffer, all were removed from the higher realms. And that is why you're here on the earth. Because the great rebel took everything that was good and created suffering within. And so here you are on this earth, deciding on what to choose. And there are two pathways to choose from. Either life or destruction. When you come into the love, then you come back to life, for you choose to understand life. But you must come into the love. And for those ones who choose not to come into the love, but choose to reject my word, Jesus, the one who I created to be my messenger, they will not return to the realms of eternal life. Instead, they will find their own destruction. For I cannot have anyone who is in suffering in my realms of creation. And so now, when I, as the Great Father, return to the nations with my word, who is, in this time, Suzanna Maria Emmanuel, then the people will see once again. And the people will become separated. The ones who desire the love will be gathered into the great mountain. And I, as a Great Father Emmanuel, will protect them in all way. They will be guided to the ways of eternal life. When they receive the great treasures of freedom, they will receive through the word, the channel, who is in this time Suzanna Maria Emmanuel. The people 2,000 years ago heard that freedom would come through the pathway, the way, the truth, and the freedom. There is no other way to come into the realms of life except through the Word. The Word was given to speak to the people. Jesus was a man, as Suzanna is a woman. And I am the gifter of all gifts, as the Great Father Emmanuel. How can the people hear without a messenger? How can I give the gifts of life without the way, the channel? For that is why the channel, the one channel, was created. To bring not only these teachings through, but to create the pathway of life with the gifts of the new creation, the treasures of eternal life. And that is what the people receive when they come to the universal love alignments with a great Chiron, who is working with my messenger, Suzanna Maria Emmanuel. These gifts are eternal life, and they will bring strength, life, truth, awakening, and empowerment to the ones who choose to walk upon that path. Happy are those who have waited for those gifts to arrive. And who see all these things happening before them. Happy are those who accept the word, the way, the truth, and the freedom. The people 2,000 years ago were in awe of those words. Some still did not understand it and arose up. Jesus, please talk to us. We do not understand all things. So please forgive if we speak out of turn. But when the Great Father Emmanuel says that you are the way, do we need to serve you? For is it not against the laws to serve a man? And Jesus lifted his head up and asked the Great Father Emmanuel, who is my divine being, to speak to the people. For that is what Jesus always did. He asked for guidance, for he knew not to speak for himself when he was before the people, but to allow divine truth to come through. For when I spoke through him, it was not his human wisdom, but it was divine wisdom, like you are hearing through this very channel. And only one divine channel I have created as the way, the truth, and the freedom. So these were the words that I brought through Jesus as I bring through Suzanna Maria Emmanuel at this time. Know that the greatest gift of all is the Word. For the Word did not need to come to your earth. For the Word is divine love in the higher universes. The Word is the path of creation. And the Word was given to the people to guide them into love, so that you could see the Word with you in the flesh. The Word dwells with you as a human. And each word that the Word speaks is divine truth. The Word will live with you for many lifetimes to help you celebrate life and truth. The greatest gift of all is that you can see a human. And that is the way I, as a great Father, bring wisdom through to help you gain clarity. Do not bow down before Jesus, the human. Do not bow down to my divine self, the Great Father Emmanuel, for I do not desire worship, but not one in the universe is to be worshipped. And the people in power desire worship. But the Word must never be worshipped. However, He is the beloved creation. There will be a time when He will return as the Word after many lifetimes on your planet. Because I, as the Great Father Emmanuel, will desire to examine all hearts. And at that time I will ask the Word to rise one last lifetime on your planet, to gather the people of the love, as in those days, which are your days now, all will become revealed, and all will see what they have done with the true teachings of the Word, with my teachings of the Great Father Emmanuel. Did the people honor the teachings of love? Did they go and teach the 2 commandments of love? Or did they bring judgment on the people with the very words that came through the pathway of creation? Did they bring suffering to the people? All things must be examined. Which way will the people choose? Therefore, stay on the forgiveness and go into your heart all through your lifetimes coming. And this was 2,000 years ago, and you've lived many lifetimes since then. Those ones who see this time of the great revelations and choose to be in the love, they will rejoice, and they will desire to receive their great treasures of the heart so that they can have eternal life in the great love universes. For then they have chosen to come. When they receive the great treasures, they will be set free eternally. This is not what the darkness desired, however. They desired destruction for each one, and so for many lifetimes they created pain, especially for the most gifted ones of all of creation. When Jesus was upon the earth, he would state in front of those who judged him very much for being the Word. Jesus stated, "Know that all things are seen by the Great Father." The Great Father will examine you as to what you did with his teachings. He will see whether you use them for the good, to help the people to come into everlasting love, or whether you used them to bring judgment in the name of the Great Father. When he returns, he will reveal all. And then, if you did not uphold the laws of love, you will want to hide. But there is no place to hide, for the people will awaken, and they will anger in those days and say, "Why did you do all those things?" Jesus was not well liked by those. Why? Because Jesus was sent to them, to the people, to declare truth. Do you desire truth in your day? Or are you like those judges, saying to my word, Suzanna Maria Emmanuel, that she is not the way to the truth and the life and the freedom? Will you say to the word in this lifetime, "Go and be," Suzanna? For you cannot be the messenger. And then I, as the Great Father Emmanuel, will say, "Who are you to judge? For it is I who choose to be the truth revealer and the truth bringer. I will identify the Word, the one who lived the lifetime of Jesus. Who are you to judge who that messenger is? Go and look in the mirror and forgive yourself. For those who chose to go against the word 2,000 years ago will again reject my words through the channel Suzanna Maria Emmanuel in your day now. Awaken and see it is time. Greetings, I am Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great.